creative, as you traverse this artistic landscape and figure out your style, your voice, all those fun things that we get to fiddle with, you will run across a lot of rules. I use air quotes for a reason. There are as many programs and steps and ways to create as there are creatives. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we are all wired a little bit differently. And the best way to find my right way to make is just simply to try them and find the one that works for you. The right one is the one that gets you making things. It's not rocket science. The challenge, you see, is that a lot of these people produce these rules and act like they're set in stone. Like, if you don't create it the way they say you're supposed to, you're doing it wrong. If you're making stuff, you're not doing it wrong. You might need to refine what you're doing. You may need to learn new tools and new techniques. But if it got you moving, it is not wrong. The key is not to get stuck in one of those things and assume that I can't outgrow it, or it's supposed to work forever or for every situation and every creative project. Different methods work for different things. For example, the way my brain works is I actually study things best and create best if I can visually change what I'm looking at. I mean, I actually use a couple of different programs to write, and switching between them actually gets my brain working again, which is very strange, I know. Changing the background color, changing the font color, sometimes changing the font, changing the whole layout. For some reason, looking at it in a fresh setting will often get me moving when I'm stuck. I have no idea why. And that does not work for most people I know. I've seen people say, write your draft in Comic Sans, because then you won't take it too seriously and you'll get through it faster. I can't, because the way my brain works, I don't read Comic Sans very well, so no. But that's the thing, you gotta try it until you discover if it works for you or not. The right way to create is the one that gets you creating. And that may change over time, and that's fine. But do not listen to anyone who tells you there's no other way to do it. This is the way, and if you're not doing it this way, you're wrong. People made up that way to create, and other people made up other ones. They're equally valid. You know, as long as you're not stealing from anybody using generative AI, etc. Please don't use generative AI. It's just theft. Rein it in, me. Rein it in. So, creative, what's your method? Let me know in the comments. Talk to me. I love talking to you guys. I love to know what you're working on. I love it when you're starting to get out of block. It's really encouraging. So if you've got a method that works for you, let me know, because that's freaking cool. Then sit down with me, and together, let's make something new.